Jack and Jill get off the train to see the sights of Amsterdam. They want to do everything at once: eat, drink, smoke pot, fuck. Jack would like a beer. Jill is craving pancakes. Look at the buildings, Jack says. Look at the people, Jill replies. French girls lick mounds of ice cream, 2 to a cone, while German boys fight over fried potatoes, swimming in funnels of mayonnaise. Rowdy Englishmen, already splotched with sunburns, call out the names of the pubs they will soon conquer. A crusty punk wearing a t-shirt of Vincent van Gogh with a mohawk invites Jack and Jill to take his picture. A little product placement here. Jill is fascinated by a group of Nigerian women solemnly crossing the square. Back in Indiana, they'd be a spectacle, but here in Amsterdam, they're practically invisible. Jill has come a long way. This trip is proof of that, but these women have traveled farther. Jack studies the pretty Dutch girls cycling past, trim up top and muscular on the bottom, almost regal looking. Jack adjusts his backpack, runs his fingers through hair that is neither long nor short, soap opera hair. Ew, Jill says, plugging her nose. You smell French. Jack and Jill take a taxi to their hotel, embarrassingly close to the train station. They are too tired to care, too wired for sleep. They drop off their bags and head for the lobby bar, which shares a pool room with a cafe that overlooks a canal that neither one of them will ever learn to pronounce. Jack announces his desire to go on a boat ride, see the city, get the lay of the land. Jill laughs. She wants nothing to do with any of that touristy crap, as if she could be anything but. Jack realizes he sounds like his father, if his father had the balls to ever leave Indiana. But is it really so terrible that his idea of fun is anchored to the practical? Jack resolves to loosen up, be open to new things, like marijuana brownies. They stand at a counter, the glass smudged with fingerprints, examining the soggy-looking cakes, cookies, bars, and brownies jacketed in cheap cellophane. What should we get? Jill asks. Something mellow, Jack says. We're on vacation. I think we should start slow, Jack says. The dreadlock woman behind the counter, punching numbers into a calculator with dirty fingernails, nods at Jack's good sense. Or maybe she's flirting with him. Everyone flirts with Jack. And Jill notices, not for the first time, it occurs to her that Jack might be more beautiful than she is. That chin, those shoulders, the hair. This has never happened before, and she's not sure she likes it. Before they left Indiana, she dyed her hair white blonde and wore it in braids. But here in Amsterdam, she feels foolish. The women here are gorgeous without trying to be. We're at the hotel, Jill says. We don't have to be careful. Jack has already come to dislike the way Jill stresses certain words. Not to emphasize their meaning so much as to underscore her low opinion of the intelligence of the person she's talking to. Jack's only known Jill a week, and she's proven herself willing to take full advantage of the benefits of his many doubts. Besides, he didn't say careful. He said mellow. There's a difference. I want to live here, Jill exclaims, and then she laughs. Her laughter turns heads, ignites smiles. It's not for Jack, this good humor. It's for anyone who wants a piece of it. Jack joins in, but it already feels like an obligation. Jill picks out the smallest, most expensive marijuana brownie in the cabinet. Jack pays, fumbling with the new currency. Can we eat it here? Jill asks. You can do anything you want, the girl behind the counter says as she gives Jack his change, deliberately stroking his fingers. Jack smiles. Jill smiles. They all smile. Jack and Jill eat half the brownie and play a game of pool while they wait for the drugs to kick in. Jack lets Jill win, a decision he regrets when a guy in leather pants challenges Jill to a match. His name is Hans. Of course it is. Halfway through their game, Jill gets impatient and eats most of what's left of the brownie. Jack gulps down the rest because he feels like it's important to go through whatever it is they're going through together. But the beers are making him sleepy, and he doesn't like the way Hans compliments Jill after every shot. Or maybe it's the way Jill accepts these compliments that Jack doesn't like. Either way, fuck Hans. But his friends are nice. Gregor and Sam, they each buy Jack a beer. And Jack wonders if this means he's supposed to get the next round because he's not sure he's going to make it. He sits down in a chair, a big, comfortable chair. The game doesn't seem to be moving along. There are incomprehensible lags between shots. Jill keeps disappearing. Jack can barely keep his eyes open. And then Hans is there. Wake up, sleepyhead! Ha 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 ha! And something Jack doesn't understand, which makes everyone laugh, everyone but Jack. Jill is looking out the window, peering down into the dark water in the canal, lost in some reverie. Let's go up to the room, she says. Jack nods. He is so relieved. The elevator car is tiny, the hallway narrow. Jack feels like a giant in a doll's house. Neither one of them speak. In the room, which is a bed and a bathroom and nothing else, Jack strips down to his underwear and climbs in. Come here. I'm going to take a shower, Jill says from the bathroom. Jack grunts and closes his eyes, and the feeling he had in the elevator returns, of lurching and jerking in a tiny space. Please don't let the bed spin, Jack says in lieu of a prayer. He wakes several hours later to a darkened room, unsure of where he is. The other side of the bed is empty, hasn't been slept in. Jill is gone. No, not gone. Gone is a bad word for something that was never there. Thank you.